Welcome to the segment on Press Review this morning. We're starting you off with Libya, where the guard of the Granada prison in the east of the country ordered the imprisonment of visitors to the famous prison commanded by the self-proclaimed Libyan army. According to the owner of the premises, prison residents accused of terrorism have no rights and visits are not allowed, reports the Libya Observer. The prison guard added in his speech, which has since become viral on social networks, that he would not hesitate to expel the relatives of people accused of terrorism by Haftar forces. The detainees will not go anywhere until the government decides their fate, he said. The Libyan prison has been strongly criticized by NGOs for human rights violations and torture of detainees. Away from that, in Zimbabwe, the Court of Public Opinion is grieving against the government on social media platforms, says the New Zimbabwean paper. This reaction was instigated by a photo of President Emerson Mnangagwa getting vaccinated against cholera. That has been heavily criticized on internet by internet users. On Twitter, many Zimbabweans are calling on the head of state to instead vaccinate the country's economy. A new transaction tax imposed by the Ministry of Finance last week triggered an economic crisis characterized by shortages, price increases and business closures, added the newspaper. Last week, the president urged his fellow citizens to endure this necessary circumstance. Finally, let's look at the African Financial paper, which says 15.4% of Cameroonians are suffering from hunger, according to World Food Day reports. This revelation was made by the regional delegate for the coast of the Ministry of Agriculture and Sustainable Development. In the northwest and southwestern regions, 6.6 million people are said to be at risk of starvation. The regional delegate added. In addition, cross-border crimes perpetrated by the Boko Haram Islamist sect, the crisis in the Central African Republic, the English-speaking crisis, the terrorist threats,